VLCC Super Sale Carnival Anti-Acne Treatment now only at Rs 4,999.
Kibs, lungiகள் மற்றும் உள்ளாடைகள்.
Undoubtedly, the bold and beautiful Huma Qureshi is with me today. So, vanakkam ma'am, எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. And yes, finally the wait is over. Oh my God. I think everybody was waiting for this moment, including you. So,
Yes,
and you
yes.
must have seen all the craziest part. So, tell something. How is that?
It's been a very, very long journey, but a very special journey. And I'm just very blessed I got a chance to work with Ajith sir. I've always wanted to work with him. And like you rightly said, last 2 years have been so crazy because of the pandemic, corona, so many lockdowns, and we were really affected because, shooting, when I started shooting in 2020 beginning, so many times we stopped and started again. There was so much uncertainty, but we're very grateful that, to our entire cast and crew, that everyone braved it. Our producer, Poni Kapoor, our director, H. Vinod, and of course Ajith sir, how everyone just managed to finish this film. So I've been so excited for the last 2 years to share this film with everyone. But finally, yes, the wait is over.
Yeah, finally, yes. And ma'am, when looking at you, like, taking a soul in acting is not an easy thing. And I've seen all your movies and you've been doing that so effortlessly. How is that possible?
Thank you. I don't know. I don't think of it like that. I feel very blessed. I come from a middle class family in Delhi. My father runs a restaurant business. My mother was a housewife. So to become an actress was always, my dream. So today when I get any opportunity, I think of it as such a blessing from God, because I feel so many other people also who may have that wish or that dream, they may not get that opportunity. So it's not that I'm more talented or I'm better looking. There's so many other people far more talented and, far more hardworking. But somehow I think, the right combination of good luck, hard work, meeting the right people, opportunities happen, which is why I'm sitting here today. So I don't take my work lightly. So every time I get an offer of role that I take up, I try and give it my 200% because I feel this is really a blessing. I can't waste this.
Yeah, and we've seen that in all your movies. And yes, of course, from Kaala and Ajith Valimai verikum. I think, how was that to you? Adu romba challenging ah irundha illa difficult ah irundha?
Both are different and both are challenging. Kaala was also a very special experience. I'm a huge fan of Rajini sir, a huge fan of Paranjit and his films, and so it was, for me, it was of course my first Tamil film. So I was very nervous, but they took such good care of me. And the role was of course very challenging, but I thought like with Rajini sir, everybody has to work once in their life. That's like bucket list, one tick, one must get. And of course this is very different. This is an action film. I mean, touch wood, I feel like, I don't want to sound boastful or anything, but I really feel like the action in this film is something very special that the fans will really enjoy, and it's something that India's not seen before. And Ajith sir, he likes to do his own stunts, but even with him, I feel like he set the bar even higher for himself in this particular film. So yeah, they were very different experiences. One was more drama, more performance. I had to age myself, which was again a challenge, but I have never been afraid. I was like, as an actor, it's okay. Playing older or younger, it's part of my job. But in this, I had to, of course, was more physical prep. I had to do action sequences as well, which was kind of cool.
So, when you said about the action part, it's not an easy thing. So, how this process happened? How did Huma come into this? And tell about that.
Well, I, of course, know Boni sir from Mumbai, and he, he asked me to come to his office, and I went to meet them there, and the director was in town, and Anuji, our costume person, was in town, and we had a meeting, and they told me about the character and the story, and I was really excited because I thought, this is such a special film and such a good scale, and the role itself was so strong. So I was immediately excited, to be part of this. So when everything got confirmed and all of that happened, then I really realized how the scale of this film. I remember our first schedule was in Chennai, and I came, there was this big set, and I was like, oh wow, this is even what I had imagined after sort of hearing the script and reading the script. We're just walking on first day of the set of my first day of shooting. I was completely blown away.
Exactly. And ma'am, yes, Ajith sir, I think everyone has seen from where he was, and today the determination is huge, very big. So how was the process with Ajith sir and taking this up in the movie and everything?
Sir is wonderful. I have never met a more humble, charming person than him. I mean, I'll narrate an incident. I hope he doesn't mind.
Yeah,
But
please.
I met his wife. She had come on set one day, you know, and when I was just telling Shalini ma'am that, you know, but I'm so nice to meet you, and you know, I was really excited to meet you because sir is also so lovely, and I, you know, like, and you're also so lovely, and I mean, he's so courteous. Whenever somebody would enter, especially a lady, he will always offer them a chair. He'll never say it. You know, he's so careful about everybody and taking care of everybody on set. You know, it's almost like, you know, I've never met a superstar who's like this. And she said something, you know, Huma, I've been married to him for so many years. When I first met him, he was exactly like this. Until today, he's like that. And I guess, you know, wives, after they get married, after a few years, the romance wears off. Exactly. You don't feel that way. But she said that, and I was like, wow, like, for me also, it was, you know, quite a revelation. But no, sir is wonderful, and he makes working with him and being around with him so easy. And he literally takes care of everybody, and he respects everybody. Like, nobody's work is lesser or more important just because, you know, you're the lead actor. It doesn't mean, you know, you are more important than, you know, a person who's working in the light department or the camera department, or so, a boy who's serving tea to everybody. And I think that humility and that respect that he gives to everybody, you know, for me, like, of course, his body of work is amazing and we all love him on the big screen. But I think the real reason why I'm such a big fan is because of this nature of his, you know, and I think that I wish to imbibe in some way in myself also.
No, when you said about the cute moment with sir and his wife, on the moment la ungalku edavadhu thonucha, "Chha, this was a awestruck moment," where something like you could connect somewhere with you. Like, no, we could also get a person like this in life. Any point did Huma think about it?
I'm sure, like, every girl wants a charming person in their life. Yeah, of course, why not?
Super. And ma'am, as you said, like, we've seen you like so fearlessly in all your movies or taking up. Are you choosy first of all, or?
I used to be choosy, I think, to be honest. I will not deny. I used to be choosy because I think I used to overthink everything. But something happened, something changed in me also as a person last 2 years. I think the pandemic also affected me. Like, I mean, you know, when so much pain is around you, when people are so insecure and there's so much unsurety also, you hear about like so many people, you know, passing away because of COVID or falling sick. So all that death uncertainty makes you also question life, you know, in some way. And I felt like, you know, like a lot of times I felt like, what if this is it? You know, what if I never get to work again? What if, like, you know, anything can happen to life, right? And therefore, the next time when I went on set, I thought, you know, I'm going to work each day like this is the last day I'm going to ever work. Whoa. You know, as if, and not with a sense of fear, but with a sense of passion. That I want to leave something beautiful out there so that people can remember me or fans can remember me. Because, you know, sometimes you think, like, is this my best work? Have I done my best work yet? So now I approach everything like that, and I think in a large way, the uncertainty of the last 2 years has been responsible for that. So I definitely feel like I've changed. I think all the time I spent with myself, spent with my thoughts, meditated or journaled, or, you know, just did, you know, spend time with yourself and get to know yourself, which otherwise in day-to-day hectic life, you meet so many people, you actually never get to do that because you're always busy being busy. And that was a big change. So I think now I've just stopped being overthinking about everything. I choose things on instinct, and if I really want to do something, I just go all out. I don't think about, is it going to be successful or not successful, or, you know, so many other things that cloud your judgment. I don't think about those things at all.
And ma'am, like the next person we have to talk is always there's an expectation when we talk about Vinodji. So the technicality of the movie, I think audience get a neri expectations irukku. So how do you connect the technicality part of the movie?
Honestly, I don't understand it. It is a director's
I didn't expect
job.
this answer from you.
But it's true. I mean, see, I'm a director's actor. I feel like, you know, and especially Vinod sir, like, he was so clued in. He knew exactly what he wanted. I think the entire scale and the scope of the film was very clear in his head. I'll be very honest with you, 2 years you're shooting, you shoot for a few days, you come back, then there's a lockdown, then you start again after a few months. So as an actor, somewhere also there are gaps, you know, in, you don't know, we shot this, and the story also underwent a lot of changes because of this reason. But he was, I feel, always in control. He always knew what he wanted. I think before any of us could see, he had the scale of the film, you know, in front of his eyes. So I think that kind of clarity is so amazing. And I always look to my director, like, in terms of how do you want me to pitch the role, my style of performance, or even the action. Like, I did not expect, like, I knew I was playing a cop. I'm playing a cop in this. But, you know, I didn't expect to do so much action. So I'm actually very grateful to him. that, and I think it was the last day of my shoot when we shot this very lovely sequence that I'm quite excited to see on the big screen with everybody else and my family as well. I was very happy. Like, I've gone back and I told him thank you. This is like the perfect farewell gift. Like, I've wrapped the film and I've wrapped it on such a good eye. So, but yeah, I think that was from the big, and I think that's why maybe he cast me and cast all the other actors that you see in the film, because they all are so right for the part. And the vision and the technicality bit of how to do it, I think he was very clear about it. So we just had to follow the leader.
Yeah, and see, when we were watching the trailer, so எங்களுக்கு ஒரு judgment என்னன்னா, you were traveling with Ajith sir. I think 3 places you came in the trailer, if I'm not wrong. So to be as a cop and to work with such powerful, already the role is very powerful, and to work with Ajith sir again, AK sir, what did you do, any homework, or what was the input from sir it actually came from?
There was input wise, I think what he does is that he creates, like for example, like Tamil is not my mother tongue, it's not my first language, so I really do a lot of hard work before I speak the language also. It's not easy, right? When you're acting with a senior actor and other senior actors as well, like you want to do your best, like in Hindi or English, I'm very comfortable, but it takes a while, so I really have to learn my lines and whatever. So the day I have long scenes, you'll always see me running, like not talking to anybody, my head down, memorizing my lines, because I don't want to keep doing retakes or whatever. But he would always be so encouraging, and he made you feel as if you had all the time in the world, and there was no rush, and you could make as many mistakes as possible. And if I would fumble or whatever, saying so sorry, we'll just try one more, whatever, he would always be like, don't worry. And like, I mean, he's like, and he said something very sweet which I really cherish. He said that I can't even imagine how you guys do it. It must be so hard, and just to have so much empathy, because he could have been like, I don't care, you're wasting my time, I mean, but he was not, and he was so, like, he made you feel as if, please take your time, there's no rush, there's no problem, and that makes you feel so secure. And then you want to work harder, because you feel like, you also owe it back to your co-star, who is being so generous and so kind to you.
And since it's been the most awaited movie, somewhere would you connect yourself into this movie at any particular scene or any clips? Oh, this is not me, but yeah, I had to do it somewhere.
Actually, this character is not me at all. I'm not a cop.
I know that.
I don't think I can beat up guy or do the kind of action sequences. I'm quite a I don't know. I stay away from violence. Okay. And I'm quite goofy. I think she's quite stern, and she's very, whatever. I like to laugh with my friends and be like normal. Okay. So I don't think I'm like the character at all. But I mean, that's the fun of acting, right? Because in one life we can become so many different people, and which is why I try and pick characters or roles in which each time you see me on screen, I'm not playing myself, I'm playing that character. So whether it's my look or my hairstyle or the way I talk or walk, I try and change that.
VLCC Super Sale Carnival Anti-Acne Treatment now only at rupees 4,999.
Kibs, lungiகள் மற்றும் உள்ளாடைகள்.